NTA10, Station for Excellence.
Hello, are you in Basic 5 or 6? This is an opportunity to showcase yourself in English language, mathematics, science, and vocational studies as ROPA is putting together a quiz competition to encourage a reading culture in children. Oh, yes, the set is ready for the ROPA into School Quiz Competition Season 1. Fantastic prizes to be won. First prize, a year scholarship. School wins 500,000 naira. Second prize, 2 term scholarship. Third prize, term scholarship, all with consolation prizes. To participate, submit 40 raps of real pop lollipop, name of students, school, and phone numbers. Entries must be submitted at NTA Lagos Channel 10 Taju Show Yama. Wow! Every participant goes home with a product from Real Pop. For more information, please call Real Pop Lollipop, best in the world.
NTA TV College Jos, an affiliate of Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, is currently admitting students for its ordinary diploma programs in television journalism, television production, and television engineering. Interested candidates are advised to obtain relevant information concerning eligibility at our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or marketing department of any NTA station nationwide. For further information, contact Assistant Director, Marketing, NTA TV College Jos on 0803 314 4383 or the Academic Office of the College on 0806 980 9807. Announcer, Registrar.
Is how we do it, and this is what we do.
When we celebrate, we live for champagne.
Right now, we are at the reception.
We live for champagne. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop.
Keep watching Maryland.
On the news tonight, National Assembly kicks against flight delays, cancellations. Plus, correspondent takes a look at the menace of open defecation. I'm Abaji Maimuna Yahaya. You're on to the NTA Lagos News at 7. Worried by regular cases of flight cancellations and delays by the Nigerian airlines across airports in the country, the Chairman, Senate, and House Committees on Aviation have unanimously declared that the usual excuses being given by the airlines for the menace were not tenable. Chairman, Senate, and House of Representative Committees on Aviation, Senator Smart Adeyemi and Nnolim Nnaji told journalists after inspecting some facilities at the National Airspace Management Agency, NAMA, and Accident Investigation Bureau, AIB, in Lagos. Nemrod Nina Musa reports.
Lately, there has been series of complaints by air travelers over incessant flight delays and some cancellations without prior notice by airlines. Many travelers have had to spend several hours at airports waiting to board. Reason for the delays are never given, and when flights are announced, no apologies from airlines. Many have taken to social media to call out airlines, a development members of the aviation committees in the National Assembly say should be handled quickly.
Providing funding and keeping the industry is good, but again, one aspect which must be um, equally catered for is the well-being of the workers in the aviation industry.
The issue of flight delays, which has affected, is affecting businesses and a lot of so many things. We cannot take it again. We also have agreed that we invite all the heads of agencies and invite the airline operators so that we agree, we discuss on this issue of flight delays.
Acting Managing Director, Nigerian Airspace Management Agency, NAMA, Matthew Pajo, assured that all navigational facilities across airports to aid aircraft takeoff and landing in the event of bad weather have been installed.
As a policy and as a strategy, we are fully deploying Cat 2 minimum in any airport, whether state, federal government airport, is Cat 2 will do. For the international airports, all of them will have the Cat 3.
Senator Smart Adeyemi and his counterpart in the lower chamber, Nolim Naji, who also visited the Commissioner Accident Investigation Bureau, AIB, Akin Olateru, lauded him for bringing respectability to Nigeria's aviation industry. AIB Akin Olateru appealed to them to hasten the passage of AIB's multimodal bill before the National Assembly. In Lagos, Nerut Nina Musa, NTA News.
The Controller General of the Customs Strike Force Team Zone A has again intercepted pangolin scales and elephant tusks with a total value of more than 3 billion naira. The National Public Relations Officer of the service, Joseph Atta, said the development is a proof of the customs the resolve to fish out the illegal wildfowl trade actors to justice. Michael Olaleye has the details.
This consignment is the fourth major seizure of pangolin scales and elephant tusks within 13 months. The volume this time include 839 kilograms of pangolin scales and 145 kilograms of elephant tusks. According to the customs, they were intercepted in Lake area of Lagos on the 2nd of February 2022 upon credible intelligence that a Sienna minivan is suspected to be loaded with uncustomed goods. After 100% joint examination, 4 occupants were apprehended and the items seized.
Nigeria, as you all know, is a signatory to Convention on International Trade and Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora. As a responsible member of the global community, we cannot allow our nation to be used as a conduit path for illegal wildlife trade.
Based on its investigation and precedents, the customs say trade in wildlife is not a Nigerian affair, but equally worried on how foreigners employ the services of local people to transport their legal commodity across the world. For previous seizures, the customs say prosecution is still ongoing, while ringleader of the August 2021 pangolin seizure is on the wanted list of Interpol.
We call on members of the public to support the service by providing timely information that will help us cripple this criminal network of illegal wildlife trade.
Meanwhile, a new zonal coordinator, Mohammed Yusuf, has assumed office in the Zone A command of the Strike Force team, replacing the former Amadou Shuaibu. In Lagos, Michael Olaleye, NT News.
At every point in time, the leadership of the Western Naval Command of the Nigerian Navy will always execute its core mandate of fighting crimes and enhancing maritime safety in the command's operational area. Flag Officer Commanding Rear Admiral Yakubu Wambai gave this assurance during his maiden engagement with officers and ratings of the command. Samuel Johnson reports.
In the past 1 year, the Premier Command of the Nigerian Navy, the Western Naval Command, APAPA, achieved major milestones both in its international mandate of protecting the Gulf of Guinea and also in tackling maritime crimes, especially from the Atlas Cove jetty in Lagos to Ogun and Oyo states. 10 sea pirates got blooded nose from the Nigerian Navy following their conviction by a federal high court in Lagos, while the arrest of high-profile vessels and persons involved in drug trafficking also recorded. As the command opens the new year under a new leadership, the mission remains the same, but the target clear.
Navy is about one thing, onward together. And we must learn to move as we are. One thing for sure, whatever he has done, don't expect less. If I cannot surpass it, it will be at that level.
With an already established template for success and the commitment of officers and ratings of the Nigerian Navy, the immediate past flag officer commanding, Rear Admiral Jason Bassa, believes that the command will always discharge its mandate.
My officers, the ratings and civilian staff, I could not have asked for a better team than the ones I had. For everything we were able to achieve, these men gave their last bits.
The event was also opportunity for officers and men to interact with the new leadership. In Lagos, Samuel Johnson, NTA News.
Open defecation has remained a recurring decimal in Nigeria, despite the availability of public and privately owned toilets to reduce its prevalence. Lynn Leneke examined these hazardous consequences of the menace to humanity.
Nigeria still sits dominantly on the global list of countries that practice open defecation. A World Health Organization and UNICEF monitoring report shows that an estimated 50 million people defecate in the open, an alarming figure, and the more the nation intensifies campaigns to end the unhealthy practice, the more it seemingly persists, with strings of negative consequences.
The issue is that there are several diseases that have what we call the fecal-oral transmission directly from the feces into the water or the food that people are going to then consume. So when you think about it, you certainly do not want a situation where people are cooking and preparing food right in the same area where others are openly defecating.
It is common sight in Lagos to see people defecate openly. Their eyesore is often carried out near markets, roadsides, drainages, and even close to food and water sources. To compound the situation, some food vendors, blinded by the quest for quick sales, operate near refuse dumps and drainages, not mindful of the health consequences. This scenario, experts say, is alarming and are likely breeding grounds for diarrhea, cholera, and other diseases.
If I'm to buy whatever, any eatable thing, like fruits and otherwise, I make sure I wash very well before eating.
Why are people defecating around food places or pouring out their sewage?
One of the biggest problems that we're facing right now is this outbreak of cholera, which is a complete indication of this fecal-oral transmission and this issue of open defecation that we're talking about.
Sanction people who are violating. If you need to shut them down, shut them down. And on the other hand, we need to encourage our people, our citizens, look out for these things. If you find them, report them to the appropriate agencies. Let us have no tolerance for dirty environment and open defecation and all that.
To reduce the risk of cholera outbreak and spread of other diseases, experts advise that food should be prepared, served, and eaten in hygienic environments, free of physical contamination. They stress the need for proper cooking of food, storing, and reheating, including hand washing with safe water before food and after defecation. Important recommendations, but how many of the urban poor would adhere to these life-saving tips? To check the ugly trend of open defecation and implications, the Lagos State government is embarking on public enlightenment, including collaborations with the private sector to rehabilitate and build more public toilets. Eateries and filling stations have also been mandated to keep their toilets clean and available for public use. In Lagos, Lane Lenake, NTA News.
Vice President Yemi Osinbajo Thursday received the Nigerian University's Games Unity Touch in Abuja. The Vice President describes sports as a unifier which offers the opportunity to keep a step outside of sometimes contentious divisions and to embrace one another in support of teams or in a healthy competition. State House correspondent Jide Onifade reports.
The 26th edition of the Nigerian University Games will hold at the University of Lagos from the 16th to 27th of March this year. Vice President Yemi Oshinbajo is an alumnus of the university. The Vice President says he's honored to be receiving the torch of unity and tasks the university to be good hosts.
Indeed, the socio-economic value of the Nuga Games is not lost on us and cannot be lost on us. We encourage the athletes who will be competing this, and I hope that the athletes who will be competing this year will not only represent their respective universities proudly and in the spirit of true sportsmanship, but they will also realize that their achievements there are a prelude to bigger achievements and greater laurels for themselves and for Nigeria. As an administration, we are committed to ensuring that you receive all support you need at every stage of your exceedingly promising careers.
And I want to showcase to the world that apart from the negative thing that they are reading about this country, Nigeria is a country where we have talent, where we have potential. I want to exhibit that.
The university last hosted the Games in 1998, and the Vice President was optimistic that the university would bring the capacity for delivering excellence the university is well known to bear on the Games. In the State House, Jide Onifade, NJ News.
That's it from me on the news at this hour. Stay tuned. Wait for entertainment news with Lillian. I am Abaji Memuna Yahaya. To have a good evening.
How to make a perfect bowl of love? A perfect blend of taste that brings every ingredient to life. The fusion of different spices. The unique aroma that rejuvenates your senses. The heart-warming deliciousness. And the satisfaction that comes from every bite, which makes you say, I love my Indomie. How to make a perfect bowl of love? A perfect blend of taste that brings every ingredient to life. The fusion of different spices. The unique aroma that rejuvenates your senses. The heart-warming deliciousness. And the satisfaction that comes from every bite, which makes you say, I love my Indomie.
When you think health and physical fitness, fun and business connect with Nigerian and international actors, golf is it.
I've been playing golf for almost 18, 19, 20 years from now.
I started playing golf in Ikoi Club, and later I got my handicap, and then I started playing tournaments. It helps me removing my stress. It's helping me to network with a lot of important and good people.
Golf is a game that brings people together. It's a global game, they say.
Join us as the second edition of Nigeria and International Community Golf Tournament tees off Sunday morning, February 13, 2022 at the Ikoi Club 1938. Come and be part of history. Come and experience new dimensions in life and business. Golf, game of love and friendship.
How to make a perfect bowl of love? A perfect blend of taste that brings every ingredient to life. The fusion of different spices. The unique aroma that rejuvenates your senses. The heart-warming deliciousness. And the satisfaction that comes from every bite, which makes you say, I love my Indomie.